fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And there, this is where it gets really nasty. Beelzebub, Lord of Flies. We're talking about, I believe, when it says a star fell from heaven and opened the key to the bottomless pit, the way I interpret that is we're going to get hit by something, a star, and wherever that hits, again, I think over here, where Africanized killer bees have migrated from South America, it will open a huge underground bee's nest, and these bees will come swarming out, yeah, out of the smoke from this disaster, this star hitting the earth, and they will sting. I think we're talking about Africanized killer bees here. I mentioned it in the book, and also why they would target those who have the mark, especially. They're attracted to vibrations, electronic equipment. This is where they make their nests. They're attracted to this. And considering many people think the mark of the beast is an electronic implant in the forehead or the forearm, this could be what gathers them in large swarms. Okay, they will be targeting those with this implant and tormenting them, stinging them. My interpretation again. Then we have the sixth angel. The sixth angel. Yes, the four angels bound by the river Euphrates. Okay, those are the four countries. Iran, Iraq, this is how I was going to do it. I was going to put it all on as I went along, but Syria and Turkey, yeah, and they'll they're already making their way up into Europe, and the EU will strike back. Okay, the Empire strikes back. I called it in the video, and deal with this threat. But it says they will kill a third of all man. So I mean, this is World War III here, and they will use ICBM missile launchers, these, yeah, and I mean, John, even the description of these horses that will do hurt, by these three was the third, the third part of men were killed by the fire and the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths of these horses. Okay, and their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails are like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. metaphorically have tails. Okay, these rockets lift up, yeah, on the back here. So they've got a big tail, as John describes. Tails, they do hurt, and also in the heads of the tails. And we're talking about warheads. Okay. So we're going to have World War III kicking off. ICBM missile launchers wiping out a third of man. These horses with tails like serpents and heads on the tails that do hurt. And I'm not going to mention the Pope at all in these. I don't like what people are doing online, pointing fingers at the poor guy, Pope Francis. I'm not going to mention him at all. And I'm not going to speculate at who the Antichrist is going to be either, but I'll tell you what, throughout world history the Antichrist has always been European. We have Napoleon, Hitler, Nero, Antiochus, all of these guys were European. And they were antichrists of their time. But I believe there will be an Asiatic antichrist who will do worse. I think, like with Hitler, okay, the Asiatic antichrist, he may not be as horrifying as Hitler and what he did to the Jews, but they will kill more than Hitler, okay, as they have done throughout history, okay. Mao Zedong, and Kim Jong-il. These guys are crazy, right? So yeah. Guess what happens next? An angel descended to the earth. This will be the rapture. But you may have got your hopes up about this. But when this angel descends to the earth, he is going to be very angry. Alright. And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire. And he had in his hand a little book open, and he set his right foot upon the sea and his left foot on the earth. Now I believe this is describing Jesus returning and ministering to the world, okay? So he has a book open, and he's standing on the sea and the earth, yeah? The whole world, ministering to it, trying to save as many as possible before things get even worse. And he cried with a loud voice, as when a lion roareth, okay? when he cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices. This guy's going to be angry, alright? He's going to be bellowing at us. Jesus is going to come and he's going to start bellowing down at us, okay? As it was in the beginning, the Exodus, with Moses, yeah? And the Israelites, they were, help us, Moses, you know, speak for us. We can't understand what God's shouting at us, and we're terrified of it, yeah? 7 thunders speaking their voices all at once. It's going to be all at once, this, and everyone's going to be like, oh. And then once he's gathered as many as he can, the rapture